Hey, what's good, Urban Mystics? It's Unique Divination, and you are tuned into Urban Mystik TV. I am here. I am feeling great. And first and foremost, I just want to say thank you to everyone who sent good vibes, good juju, healing, love, and light my way. Thank you so much, and I most certainly appreciate it, right? And so, my bowl, y'all. I'm so happy with my little bowl. So, I want to do the Zodiacs, right? But they're going to be all in one video. And I'm just going to timestamp where each sign begins, right? But before I do that, I kind of want to clear my mind. And I want to work with the ball, right? To kind of get into a little zone. Alrighty, I feel good, I feel calm, I feel centered, right? And that's most definitely the point of that. As I was saying in my other video, I was just starting off. I had a different little mallet. I ended up getting one with a leather wrapping to it, which kind of helped. I like the sound that the wood gives it. It gives it that scrapey kind of sound, but I also like this because it builds up pretty good, right? So anyway, enough of that. Let me get on with some readings. And I don't even know who's up for their birthday. We'll figure it out when we get to it. But we're gonna start off with Aries. We're going to start off with Aries. So Aries, let's see what March 2019 has in store for you. Damn. I don't know which one to pick. They just flew out at me. So, since I had 2 cards fly out, because I'm only doing one, let's hope. I have my pendulum. I have a bag full of stuff. And I don't think I have... Oh, I do. Great. I done got myself together. I had 2 cards fall out for Aries, so we're going to see which one was supposed to fall out. Was this supposed to fall out? Was this one supposed to come out for Aries? Yes. Was this supposed to come out? Okay, well, what about this one? Was this supposed to fall out? Was this one supposed to come out for Aries? A very subtle no. I'll take it. Temperance card. Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. So, on the Temperance card, we have Sagittarius, we have Scorpio, and we have Capricorn. So we have a lot of different energies going on. All right. So first and foremost, this is a reminder for Aries in the month of March to make sure that you do not isolate yourself and that you lean on someone for help. Someone of importance, right? Somebody who possibly may be a Sagittarius, a Capricorn, or a Scorpio. They may be the ones that you have to go to in the month of March. Maybe you have some advice that you can only turn to these certain signs for. I know Capricorns are very loyal. They give very good, blunt advice. They're not going to sugarcoat anything. Scorpio is very secretive. Maybe they can keep the secret. I don't know. And Sagittarius is kind of blunt as well. They're going to tell you like it is too also. So definitely if you need some type of advice or you're concerned about something and you just need help getting somebody else's perspective, make sure you go to the people that's close to in your life that are Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Scorpio. Not only that, this card deals with connecting with your ancestors and spirit guides. If you're watching this, I'm assuming that you may be on some type of spiritual journey, and maybe you strayed away. You know, maybe you've been so occupied with the physical realm that you've been ignoring the spiritual realm. And remember, as above, so below. So when you work with the two, there's balance. If you just fully indulge into the physical realm and forget about the spiritual, there's going to be a lack of balance. And if, of course, if you're too spiritual and don't pay attention to the physical realm, there's going to be a lack of balance there. So make sure that you commune with your ancestors, your spirit guides, and the deity that you work with, or deities, you know. Make sure you bring back that connection, okay? That's going to be very important for you in the month of March, Aries. And not only are you going to have to rely on people close to you to get a kind of different perspective, this card also calls for you to get a little bit more disciplined and have a little bit more order in your life. And I could see that with Capricorn being on this card. Capricorn represents structure, organization, climbing to the top, just getting things done by almost any means necessary, right? Don't be afraid to take opportunities. If they're open, take them. Not to the detriment of stepping on anybody's toes, but don't be afraid to be an opportunist in situations that are going to work for you, okay? But definitely, let's bring a little bit more organization to our life. I don't know if you are hard on time management. Your financial management is not right about now. But we need to be more organized in our thoughts and our thinking. Meditation is the key. That Tibetan bowl, it's been doing wonders for me. It's really been helping me meditate. It's been clearing a lot of things. It's been helping me focus. So find something that helps you focus and stay grounded. If you're not aware, I sell fixed grounding candles on my shop, www.uniquedivination.com. Okay, so let's stay focused, let's stay grounded, let's have some order and some discipline, time management, financial management, Let's lean on people close to us in the signs of Sagittarius, Scorpio, and Capricorn in the month of March. And if you are sick or we're going through stuff, you're going to be recovering, right? So make sure you go to the doctor. Make sure that you do everything the doctor tells you to do so that you can have a great recovery. As love is concerned, this card represents passion, reigniting passion into your love life. You know, maybe things have become stagnant with you and your partner, so that make sure that you guys spend time, set aside time for each other, okay? So that you guys can reignite your passion and just get it back to how it used to be when you first met each other, right? As far as work is concerned, you know, if you're willing to take, if you want to take risks, just think about everything that plays a part in what it is that you're trying to present or whatever it is that you're trying to pursue. Make sure that if you're willing to take a risk at work, that you have all your T's crossed and all your I's dotted, okay? All right, so that concludes for Aries, and we're going to move on. Okay, so for Taurus, we have the Judgment card. So for the month of March, Taurus, this card represents judging on all aspects. You're being too hard on yourself. You're judging yourself way too harshly. Maybe things that you're pursuing or you're trying to accomplish so far in the beginning of the year seem like they're not going the way they need to for you. And so you've become frustrated at yourself along with other people, and you've decided to give up already so soon, so early in the year. Stop judging yourself so harshly, okay? Failure happens, okay? The teacher has failed more than the student has. Remember, I hate cliche sayings, but I mean, honestly, it is what it is, okay? So do not look at failure as a negative thing. Look at failure as, what do I need to change in order to make this manifestation happen, right? Stop judging yourself. You are judging yourself harshly, which in turn is projecting that energy out for people to judge you. So not only are you judging yourself, other people are judging you, okay? So how are you not going to care about other people judging you if you are judging yourself, if that makes any sense? So let's not be so hard on ourselves in the month of March. Let's take everything slow, right? Slow, calculated. If something doesn't work, go over everything, go over your little formula or your steps and try something different until you get it right. Do not beat yourself up over the head. Believe me, speaking from experience, if you guys go back and look at my channel when I first started, my videos are so horrible, and I still kind of think they're kind of bad anyway. But nonetheless, I continue to try. I continue to do new things, and my channel continues to grow, which I appreciate, and I love you guys so much for subscribing. So do not be hard on yourself. Failure just means let's find another way to do something. Okay, let's take the negative out of, let's stop looking at things as a negative and let's try to turn it into a positive. Also, the company that you keep, people are judging you, right? And if they love you, why are they judging you so harshly? You know, your true friends and the family and the people that love you are supposed to be in your corner. Unless you're doing something absolutely crazy, like wanting to kill somebody or, I don't know, drown a puppy or some crazy shit like that. There should be no judgment in anything that you want to do in your life that's not causing harm to anybody else. And if people in your life can't respect that, Taurus, then maybe you need to separate yourself from these people either right now, for now, or permanently. It really don't matter. I don't have time for people that judge me and my lifestyles and things that I like if it's not hurting them, right? If you're not hurting anybody, if it's not affecting anybody, it shouldn't matter what you do in your life. Do not let people judge you for being you. Continue to be you, continue to be authentic, and continue to do what you want to do and what you like to do, okay? If you have some type of court case coming up, this doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to win the court case. This just wants to bring attention that you, again, cross your T's, dot your I's, make sure you follow all the steps, make sure you turn everything into your lawyer if you have one. just make sure you're on point. All right. In a relationship, again, the judgment factor. You may be judging your partner too harshly, or your partner may be judging you. So why are you judging your partner? What is it? Most of the time when we judge people, whether they're our partner or people around us, we're seeing something about these people that we don't like in ourselves, right? And so we judge. So take a look at all the people in your life. And if you feel like you judge them, ask yourself why. What is it about them or what they're doing that makes me want to judge? Because most likely when you judge, you're insecure or you're fearing something, that makes you want to judge. Because when you feel like when you're judging people, it's like, oh, I'm better than that person, and we're not better than anybody, right? Everybody's. So, as I was saying, the judgment, we've got to cut that out. Also, let's judge the situations and the things that you are doing in your life right now. Are they for the betterment of yourself and your family and the people around you? Business aspects that maybe you've been getting into. Maybe you need to reevaluate certain aspects, and maybe you need to let go of something so something new can come about as far as business ventures. So there's a lot to think about. But number one, let go of the judgment on all platforms. Your significant other, you, people around you. And as far as other people judging you, you need to get those people out of your energy field at this time, especially for the month of March. They're not going to help you. They're just going to continue to make you feel insecure. It make you feel like you don't know what you're doing. They're not giving constructive criticism. They are just judging without any type of input. So when people judge you and attack you for who and what you are, and they don't have any real input as to why they feel the way they do, I just don't like it. And it has, like I said, if it's not affecting them, don't even pay it any mind, okay? Keep it moving. So for the month of March, Taurus, judging, release the judgment on all aspects, okay? All right, next up we have Gemini. Let's see what we got going on for Gemini. Y'all like my moon in the back? It looks like it's glowing. The Justice card. Ooh. Gemini. Moderation. Moderation is the key for the month of March. That's what I automatically get when I think about this card. And we have Mercury and Saturn. Mercury's on one scale, Saturn is in the other. What this means to me is the things you say out your mouth may be detrimental for this month. The things that you say out of your mouth may attribute to certain challenges that you may go through this month. Basically, it's saying that you may put your own foot in your mouth this month. So be careful. You don't have to say everything that comes to mind. And coming from me, that's really funny because I try to practice that so much. You don't have to say everything that comes to mind. Learn what to say and what not to say, when to say it, the context to say it in, and what situation, and the people around you, who to say it around, okay? That's going to be very important for the month of March. Balance in everything that you do. Time management, financial management, moderation. If you gamble, if you drink, any of your vices, if you let them get a hold of you for the month of March, it's going to be downhill from there. Okay, so let's make sure that we are keeping balance with everything that we do. Don't do too much. Don't do too little. Moderation is the key, right? For any of my Geminis that may be going through any court cases or court battles for the month of March, The Justice card is a good card, and it represents that you will win in your court, whatever it is, for child custody, whatever it may be, divorce, I don't know, whatever. But it's a good card. It's a very good card. It's a sign that things will work out definitely in your favor. Okay. As far as love is concerned, make sure that you and your significant other are sharing the responsibilities and the duties. For my Geminis that have new babies, you've got to share the responsibilities. For my Geminis that have children, period, you have to share the responsibilities with your significant other, or it's not going to work. It's not going to last. One person cannot do everything. You can't do everything, and the significant other can't do everything. So, balance. Moderation is the key for everything that you do in the month of March. If you see yourself overexerting yourself or underexerting yourself, you're definitely going to pay for it in the long run, and it's going to affect how the rest of the year, the rest of 2019 will go for you. Okay? So again, let's make sure that we don't say everything that comes to mind to certain people, around certain people, in certain contexts. It's a time and a place for everything. Your mouth may get you in trouble in the month of March. So just be cautious. Like I said, let's share responsibilities with our significant others. Let's balance our work life with our home life and try not to mix or mingle the two together. And just focus on balance. Balance is the key. Any crystals that you may use, make sure that they help with keeping balance, right, for you. And also stay grounded, right? I sell a fixed grounding candle on my shop at www.uniquedivination.com. All right, Gemini, this concludes your reading for the month of March. All right, Cancer is up next. What do we have for Cancer in the month of March? Cards is all discombobulated. The Foolish card. Cancer. In the month of March, you will be embarking on uncharted territory. There's some new ventures coming up for you, Cancer. Whether you've planned them or you haven't planned them, there's going to be a new direction your life is going to be taking for whatever reason, whether it's something that you've requested or it's just a shift in your paradigm at this time. New job, I don't know, traveling, maybe you're moving, period, to another state. Maybe you're changing career paths. Maybe you decided to be an entrepreneur and start your own business. But you're definitely embarking on new territory. And you may be afraid at first, but that's because the unknown is fearful. You know, don't be scared. Just know that you're going on this journey for a reason. If it wasn't for a reason, you wouldn't be going on it. You know what I mean? So it's inevitable. It's in your path right now. The number one thing to have right now is faith and trust in your ancestors and your spirit guides and your deity, that they are pushing you in the right direction. Okay? Not only that, make sure that you are not looking at things in an idealistic way as far as your relationships, as far as, you know, starting out, networking with people, trying to collaborate, trying to do business-oriented things. Make sure that you're looking at things from a realistic perspective, knowing that there will be failures, okay? That doesn't mean that things will crumble or fall. It just means that we have to look at things realistically, and that you may fail and that you will have to try again at whatever it is that you do. And that's okay, because that's life. You don't learn, you don't grow without falling and bumping and scraping your knees and everything else, right? So trust and have faith and understand that this is the path and this is the direction that you are supposed to be going. And the turning point is March, right? And like I said, let's not be naive. Let's not be naive in your relationship. You know, I don't know how Cancers, your relationships are going right now. If they're not going too good, you guys are kind of not seeing eye to eye. Let's look at the reality of things. And sometimes the reality is it's not always your partner, Cancer. You have to be accountable for things that happen in your relationship as well. Okay? Let's be accountable. As far as our children are concerned, let's not be naive about what our children are getting into, right? Be realistic. What were you doing as a child, as a teenager? Okay, so I know sometimes parents get into arguments because one parent wants to totally forget that they were a kid and just chastise their children based on this dictatorship. And it's like, hey, you know, you were a kid once. You were once a teenager. And remember how you felt in the same situations that you're now going through as a parent. Okay, so let's not be naive. For my Cancers that feel like they have significant others that may be possibly cheating, again, let's not be naive. If the writing is on the wall, then you've got to face it. You can't run from it. You know, maybe this card indicates the end of the relationship and embarking on the single life at this time. I don't know, but there's definitely something new that's going to happen for you in the month of March, okay? Trust the journey. Trust the journey. Don't be afraid. Have faith. Pray, meditate, whatever you do. But make sure that you have faith and you know and you believe that everything is going to work out fine in the long run. Okay? All right, Cancer, that's for you in the month of March. Next, we have Leo. My good old Leos. If you hear noise, it's my kids washing dishes upstairs. I'm in the basement. This is my new spot. It's inevitable. So sorry. I'm a mom. I have children and they have chores to do. And this is my day off, so I decided to do these videos on my day off. Queen of Wands reversed. Leo, I don't know what's going on in the month of March, okay? I don't know how your February is going, but this is not a good card, okay? This card represents someone who is just angry, mentally frustrated, snapping at everybody, just on the defense, just like a pit bull, just ready to fucking just bite into anybody that she feels like or he feels like is attacking, okay? So for the month of March, let's not be on the defense mode. If people come at you, number one, if they're coming at you in a caring and constructive manner, I think that you should listen. I don't think that you should bite their heads off, okay? Listen, even if you don't agree. If they're coming to you in a respectful, caring, loving manner with constructive criticism, whether you take it or not, whether you do what they say or not, just go ahead and take the information. They're coming to you because they care and they see that you're going through something mentally and they want to help. And so don't bite their heads off, okay? Don't come for the Leo, because we know how you are, Leo the Lion. You will come for people and don't give a damn, okay? You will bite their heads off and don't think 2 seconds about it, okay? So anxiety, stress level is going to be up. Maybe your work environment, maybe your home environment is very stressful for you right now. You need a break. You need a vacation, whether it be for a day, a few hours. You need to pull yourself out of the situation that is making you mentally frustrated. If it's your place of work, you're going to have to find a happy place. You're going to have to find a happy place. And while you're finding a happy place, maybe you need to look for something else. Maybe it's time for you to move on from that job. If you're in a relationship where your significant other is constantly pressing your buttons, constantly causing you mental anguish, anxiety, and it's just not working, let's face the reality. Why are you still in this relationship? If you guys can't come together to discuss how they're making you feel, whether it be a he or she, I don't know, Leo female, Leo male, if you can't talk with your significant other and allow them to know what's going on, why are you even with them if you can't even have a discussion, right? Because communication is key in a relationship. And snapping and spazzing and fucking being defensive and on the attack mode and just being utterly fucking crazy is not going to get you anywhere but people not wanting to be around you. And then people thinking you're just a nasty person. And Leo, you are the most sweetest, best person when you are in your most positive aspects. But when you are stressed out, when you are angry, when you are in your negative aspects, you are a very nasty individual. Okay? So for the month of March, there are things that are going to come up that are going to challenge your character and challenge you to see whether or not you're going to be nasty, whether or not you're going to bite people's heads off. And like I said, if you cannot get away from these situations, people, places, and things, then you need to reevaluate why you're in these situations, and you need to work on getting out of them, because you can't always play the victim mode, and you can't always bully people. You can't always bully people to conform to what you want them to conform, to what you want them to do. Right? So let's reevaluate. You are very unhappy. You have a lot of mental anxiety, a lot of mental anguish. You're frazzled. You need to meditate. You need to ground. I have a lot of products on my shop. Fixed grounding candle. For some reason, grounding keeps coming up for the month of March for the signs that I've read for so far. So, Leo, definitely you need to ground. You need to be grounded, right? You need to relax. You need to detox. You need to take spiritual baths to protect yourself. If you feel like you're going into situations where other people's energy is rubbing off on you, and this is why you're acting the way that you're acting, you need to protect yourself. Lesser banishing ritual. I don't know if anybody that's, if all of you that are watching this are into any type of protection rituals, but you need to do something to protect your aura and your energy so that you remain in a happy place. Stop letting people get you frazzled and angry and just overall nasty person. And most definitely don't take it out on your children. Sometimes we tend to do that when we get frustrated. So Leo, watch yourself. Don't take anything out on your kids, because your kids are going to remember that. Right? They're going to remember when mom just was always angry and was always snapping and spazzing on us and yelling at us and beating us. So please do not take anything, and this goes for dad too. Do not take anything out on your children. Okay? Reevaluate people, places, and things. If you cannot at this time get out of the situation, find a happy place and work on getting out of the situation. And this is for the month of March. And if you don't fix this in the month of March, and if you don't start working towards getting out of these situations that are causing you to be this way, the rest of your year is not going to go good. Okay? So that's my advice for Leo in the month of March. Virgo. So I just went into this whole spiel and I wasn't even recording. So what I was saying while I was talking and the video wasn't rolling is that for the month of March, Virgo, you're going to have to give a little bit more than you have been giving. And I was saying that you may think that you're giving more or you're putting your all, but unfortunately it's not enough. It's not even close to enough. It's not even average. It's below average, especially as far as relationship is concerned. Now, Virgo, you've heard me say it time and time again. Just like Capricorn, but Virgo is a little bit more stubborn. You tend to not want to listen to constructive criticism, and you kind of toot to your own horn, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Some weird ass cliche thing. Like you guys beat to your own drum, okay? If your partner continues to come to you with the same issue over and over and over, then Virgo, that means that maybe that is something that you're doing, and maybe it is something that you need to work on. So instead of feeling like you're being attacked, because Virgos always feel like they're attacked, meanwhile, you guys love to criticize other people. So it's very ironic how you don't like constructive criticism, but you love to judge and criticize other people. Okay, so whatever your significant other comes to you, and especially you've probably heard it before, this is probably not the first time that you've heard the same thing over and over from your significant other. You just choose not to respond. And that is a major thing with Virgos. You guys just don't like to act, especially if somebody calls you out on it. It makes you not want to do it even more. And that's kind of counterproductive as far as relationships go, as far as your own personal growth and development, emotionally, spiritually. You know, if you can't take constructive criticism, how do you think somebody's supposed to take criticism from you or take you serious when you want to judge or critique somebody? Okay? Especially your partner. Your partner loves you. Your partner cherishes you. They're concerned for your overall well-being. So if they're bringing things out to the light that you need to work on, then I definitely suggest that you start listening and start implementing things to correct whatever it is that you're doing in this relationship that's hurting it, right? Because you're not always right, Virgo, and you do things to hurt the relationship. It's not always your partner, and sometimes you may paint it as such. And Capricorns do the same thing. I'm a Capricorn. You know, I'm not going to leave you out there on the ledge by yourself. We tend to kind of paint situations where we're never in the wrong. And we have to stop that. Virgo, you have to stop that. You have to be accountable for your actions, your negative actions, as well as your positive actions, okay? So relationship. If your partner comes to you and they say, hey, I've continuously asked you, or this has come up and it has not changed, the month of March is going to be very detrimental as to what happens in your relationship, whether you listen or not, or whether you take this constructive criticism and do something with it. This is going to be like the turning point in your relationship for the year. If you choose to continue to ignore your partner, their wants, their needs, things that they ask you to do, not to do, the relationship's not going to last. I'm going to tell you that. And if you have children involved, it's going to be very hurtful and detrimental to the children because it's not going to end on a good note. As far as work is concerned, you've got to step it up at work. Maybe you've got a lot going on and, you know, well, number one, you overanalyze, overcriticize, overthink everything. So if you would just relax a little bit, you know, that would take the edge off of a lot of things. You need to relax a lot. You need to go on a vacation. You need to take a spa day. You need to get a massage. I have Bitch Be Gone Spiritual Detox. Maybe you need to buy that and soak in it, but you need to do something to help calm your mind. You need to meditate, work on positive affirmations, to get your mind right, because right now you're not focused and it's hurting your performance at work and, like I said, in your relationship. Right here we have Saturn and Taurus on this card. Taurus represents permanence, meaning weathering the storm, right? Saturn represents challenges and obstacles that are coming your way, and you're getting defeated, and you've only just begun. You're getting defeated. Look at the buds on here. Look at the thorns. Look at the buds. We've got some flowers trying to bud, and then we've got some that are just like drooping down. So what this is indicating to me is that there is a lack of water. So for the month of March, and water represents emotion, for the month of March, you're going to have to express a little bit more. In your relationship, with your children, at work, you've got to express more. You've got to give more than you've been giving. You haven't been giving your all, and I really think that you know that. So for the month of March, Virgo, give your best. Like I said, this card is Lord of Success Unfulfilled. Give more. You can do so much more, right? But you just choose not to because you tend to block out constructive criticism from other people. Yet and still, I always bring up how you guys always criticize and judge other people. It has to stop. The criticizing of other people and the criticizing of yourself, okay? So for the month of March, let's just focus on giving more. You're not putting all of your energy. You're not putting your best foot forward. And that's what you need to work on in the month of March. Okay, Virgo? Alrighty. All right. Next, we have Libra. What's going on for my Libras? Let's find out. Whoa. Just had a card just flip out at me. Ooh, Libra. We have Sagittarius and Capricorn on this card. So the first thing that I get when I pull the Queen of Pentacles is that you need to take care of yourself. You need to take care of your body. You need to rest. You need to drink water. Libras, your scale. So either you're too lazy or you're working too hard. You have to find that balance. But nonetheless, you have to take care of yourself, okay? You have to get enough rest, not too much rest. You have to drink water. You have to eat healthy. If you don't implement a healthy lifestyle and take care of your body, it's going to mess you up in the long run. Everybody needs to take care of their body, but especially you, Libra, okay? Take care of yourself, okay? Pamper yourself. Treat yourself to things. You work so hard. Don't be afraid to go out there and buy something nice for yourself with your check after you've worked so hard, okay? But for the most part, continue to, like I said, you're working hard. Just learn how to take care of yourself. Learn how to take care of your body. We have Sagittarius and Capricorn on here, right? Taking care of yourself, taking care of your body is going to transform. Maybe you want to lose weight, you know, but you're not doing the things that you need to do to lose weight. So this card really deals with things in the physical realm as far as what we need to do to get what we want. Capricorn, organization, discipline in order as far as maintaining your healthy diet, right? Not drinking too much, not doing too many vices. Moderation is the key. Not only that, in the month of March, you're gonna get a lot of support from people, and especially maybe someone melanated skin, dark hair, dark eyes. They're going to be your support factor, whoever that person may be to you, whether it be maternal, whether it be a friend. Somebody's definitely going to be there for you. Also, reciprocity. If you give, rest assured, people are going to return the favor. And Libra, you're very giving anyway, so that's not something really hard for you to kind of achieve, to be giving, right? You're very giving. You would give the shirt off of your back to people. But make sure that the people that you do that for would reciprocate the same thing to you. Okay, so that's all I would say. Watch the company you keep. Make sure that the people that you're looking out for will be looking out for you in the month of March. Let's make sure that you have discipline, you have order and structure in your life. Sleeping, time management, eating right, drinking lots of water, just taking care of yourself, grooming yourself. And I know this might seem like little things, but it matters to Libra. You know, and when you're not taking care of yourself, when you're not grooming yourself, when you're not looking your best, you don't feel your best. So even if you kind of feel under the weather, just continue to take care of yourself, you know, and just continue to think positive. And like I said, give to the people that are willing to give to you in return, okay? All right, so that concludes my reading for the month of March for Libra. All right, and next we have Scorpio, and I was shuffling. I thought I had the camera turned on, but of course I don't. And I have the High Priestess. Is a really good card. It deals with manifestation. It deals with fertility of things, physical fertility, whether it be a baby. So any of my Scorpios out there that, you know, were booed up in the wintertime, maybe a baby on the way. Hey, you never know. My Scorpio men, you may have put a baby up in somebody. So be prepared. And when you get that call, don't say I didn't tell you. But no, just a lot of good things. Things that you've been trying to manifest, that you've been working so diligently on. You may start to see the manifestations or the fruition of your manifestation in the month of March, okay? She's sitting in between two pillars, which represents balance. So, of course, make sure that you have balance to all things in your life. And she's sitting on some books, which represents a lot of wisdom. So, you may be called upon for your wisdom by people close to you. Maybe you even are going to be consulting, you know, helping people out. I don't know. Maybe if that's a business thing that you wanted to do. But definitely your wisdom and your knowledge is going to be utilized in the month of March by someone someone is going to, the information that you have is going to be important to somebody, okay? You're going to be consulting, you're going to be advising, whoever it is in the month of March, whether it be a family member, significant other, you're going to be helping people see a different perspective, okay? Because of the experiences that you have been through. So the month of March, you're going to be an asset to people around you because of the knowledge that you have, right? She's holding a book. She's got the moon and the sun. So not only does she have the light, but she has the darkness. So your bad experiences and your good experiences are going to be lessons for other people. If you have any young people in your family, any younger cousins or nephews or nieces that you want to help stay out of trouble, share their experience, share your experiences with them. You're going to save someone's life in the month of March by the things that you tell them. You're going to save someone's life. I really feel that, okay? Scorpio, right? With your wisdom and your knowledge, okay? Definitely keep that in mind. Also, because she's sitting on books, educate, whether you go back to school for a trade or you go back to college, self-learn something, but you're definitely going to have to implement some type of new knowledge in the month of March. Whether, I don't know, you have a court case coming up and you have to work on it because maybe you can't afford a lawyer, or maybe you need to assist your lawyer because they're missing things. I don't know. As far as work is concerned, you're going to be an asset in the month of March for your job. Maybe a particular project is coming up and the only one that can help them is you, because you are the one that has the knowledge, right? And the power. So utilize this, so that you can shine, just like the rays are shining. Like I said, the information that you're going to be releasing on people is going to make you shine. People are going to say, wow, they didn't even know these things happened to you, Number one, you're so secretive. Scorpio, you're real funny, you're real secretive, but it's time to open up and it's time to share your experiences, whether they're good or bad, to help people stay out of trouble. That's going to be your calling for the month of March. And like I said, whether it be at work, you're really going to help the company or your department, and in a relationship, you're going to have to open up. Period. You can't keep being emotionally void. And maybe your significant other doesn't understand you because you have not shared the things that you have gone through in your past. So now is the time to shed your wisdom upon people. All right. So for the month of March, that's what's going to be going on for you. Okay. All right, Scorpio. I keep forgetting to hit the record button. So next up we have Sagittarius. What's going on for Sag? Again, if y'all hear dishes, it's my kids washing dishes. I'm in the basement. This is where my setup is. It is what it is, y'all. For those of y'all that have kids, you already know what it is. So I appreciate you for understanding and not being upset about it. If you can hear it, I don't know yet. I haven't checked the video. Oh, what was this? Sagittarius. Eight of Swords, Lord of Shortened Force, and we have Jupiter and Gemini, okay? Sagittarius, there is a situation that has come up. It's probably been around since the beginning of the year, maybe probably even lingering on since last year, but there's definitely a situation that you cannot continue to procrastinate on, avoid. You have to make a decision. You have to make some forward moving action. And so the quicker you decide, the quicker you make the action, the quicker you act on things. I just said the same thing in a different way. The quicker the situation will be resolved, okay? Jupiter is on here. Jupiter and Gemini. Jupiter stands for good fortune. So I feel like whatever decision that you've made, you've sat on it long enough. Whatever decision that you are going to make is going to benefit you. Mind you, Gemini stands for logic and reasoning. okay, and looking at things from a practical perspective. So just think about it for a little bit longer, right? But in the month of March, you're going to have to make a decision. I don't know if this is based on child custody, moving, a new job, a new car, whatever the situation is, it is something that you cannot continue to sit on. Maybe you have all of March, and then after March, you have to make a decision. But I would not sit on whatever the situation is. I would not sit on it after March, okay? Write out all the pros and cons. Discuss with people. Get other people's perspective. But ultimately, use your own intuition to make the final defining factor and decision in the matter. Whatever it is, you're going to make the right decision. Have faith and trust in yourself. Meditate, pray, commune to your ancestors, your spirit guides, your higher deity, the moon, whatever. But ultimately, if you've thought out everything in all aspects, from all corners, from the most logical standpoint, and not idealistically, and not naive, looking at it for face value for what it is, when you make that decision, it's going to be the best decision, okay? So stop doubting yourself. Stop going back and forth. Like I said, if you need to take the whole month of March to decide, maybe it's a relationship. Maybe you don't know if you want to stay in the relationship any longer. But the longer you stay in this relationship and you know it's not good for you, the worse it's going to get, especially for those people that are in abusive domestic relationships. And I'm not just talking about the females, I'm talking about the men, because men get domestically abused too, emotionally and physically. So if this is an emotional or physical violent relationship, that decision needs to be made now and today as you are watching this video, because spirit works in mysterious ways. Synchronicity works. You're watching this video for a reason. If you are in a domestic situation, and especially if you have children, you got to get up out of there. And you know the answer. You already know. Watching this is just confirming to you what you need to do, okay? I'm specifically talking about the domestic relationship, but this also applies to anything else in the reading. Whether you want to leave your job, whether you want to go back to school, whatever you've been pondering on, whatever this has been in your mind that you've just been carrying, you just cannot make a decision. You can't carry this into April. It has to be done in March. And most importantly, if it's a domestic situation, you need to make that decision now, okay? Sorry to be so blunt, but it is what it is. And we just go from there. All right, Sagittarius, talk to you later. Capricorn, my fellow Capricorns. What is our... Shit, something fell out. What's our guidance for March? What we got going on in March? Woo! Lord of unstable effort. We've got Moon in Aquarius. Okay, some things may be revealed. I don't know. Aquarius represents inclusion. Things have been a little bit shaky. Things have been a little bit shaky for Capricorn, right? Business ventures, relationship, we have to provide a little bit more effort. Effort's been a little bit unstable because we've been operating on our own instead of trying to include other people. For some reason, Capricorns don't like to ask for help. We feel like we're less than if we feel like we can't do it ourselves. I know I go through that a lot. It is very hard for me to ask for help. It's just in my nature. And I'm realizing, and this is also a confirmation for me because I'm a Capricorn sun, that I need help on certain things. I need to include people that are close to me, that I trust, so that things can get done. Things can be accomplished more. At work, include more people if you're a leader. Let's bring more people in. Give them tasks. Let's make people feel important. At home with your significant other. Ask about your significant other's day. Listen to them. Run them a bath when they get home from work. Do something to make your partner feel included, especially when it comes to decision making. Because Capricorns, we feel like we make the best decisions and nobody else makes the best decisions. Now, 99.9% of the time, Capricorns, we make very good rational decisions, okay? But sometimes we think in black and white. And we need people that we trust that are close to us to help us see that gray area, okay? In the month of March, you're going to need that person to help you see that gray area. I already know with the things that I'm going on with, as far as my business is concerned, as far as school, children, personal relationship, I need somebody to help me see that gray area, okay? So I have to provide more inclusion with my children. Spend time with your kids more. Talk to them. Ask them how their day was at school. If they have any school trips, if you can go to them, go to them. You know, do some events with your children. I'm trying to implement a family reunion, and I know that I can't do it by myself, and I'm going to have to include as many people as possible that I can trust and that I know are responsible to help me get this going. I've never done a family reunion before, so this is very exciting to me, and I know that I can't do it by myself. I'm not even going to try. I am past the point in my life where I feel like I can do everything. The older I get, the more I realize when you want to try to take on everything, you push people away. You make people feel inadequate. You make them feel like they're not good enough and that they can't do things. And so when you give people power, when you allow people to do things without you fucking being a helicopter hovering over them, you get respect from people. You get a lot of respect. So Capricorn, for the month of March, inclusion with people to help you make decisions, to help you get things done. Better effort, right? When you allow other people to do things other than yourself. Okay? That is a major thing for Capricorn. You can't do everything. You don't know all. Your way is not the best way. Okay? 3 plus 3 is 6, right? But also 4 plus 2 is 6. So there are different ways to come to the same conclusion. And just remember that for the month of March. Okay, Capricorn? Alrighty. Aquarius. Good old Aquarius. Let's see what we got going on. What advice we got for Aquarius in the month of March. And something just flew out. Ooh, the Knight of Pentacles. Deep. We've got Leo and Virgo on here. So, the Knight of Pentacles, he's moving forward, right? You live in your head. You're so great. You overthink people. You're on a cloud. People have a really hard time understanding you, your eccentricity, your mind, your thought process. And so, with that being said, let's find a way to express ourselves where people can understand where we're coming from. I know that always seems like that's what I'm saying when it comes to Aquarius, but it is what it is. A lot of people have a really hard time identifying where you're coming from because you're just on like planet fucking, I don't know. And I'm not saying that as a bad thing. You're so far advanced in your thinking that it leaves so many people behind. March is going to be a harvesting time for you. Virgo represents harvesting time, financial abundance, prosperity, a lot of things that you've been working on in your relationship are starting to blossom, and they're going to blossom even more in the month of March once you learn how to articulate on people's level. And I'm not saying dumb down, but I'm saying express yourself enough where you can uplift people so they don't feel like they're being talked down to, or they just feel alienated from you because you're just on another planet. You're on another level, Aquarius. You know what I mean? But a lot of good things are going to come to you, especially, like I said, financial. If you've been having financial struggles, March is going to be your breakout month, so to speak. Right? Whether you get a promotion, whether you find a job, if you were looking for a job, I don't know, you might win the lottery. I don't know, somebody might just give you an abundance of money. I don't know, maybe you inherit something, but financially, things are going to go so well for you in March. You're just going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe it, because I'm telling you. So don't be surprised, because I'm telling you right now that that's what's happening for you. Emotionally, as long as you continue to articulate yourself and not bring yourself down, but articulate where people can understand and relate. Let's start to be relatable. And I have the issue too, but not from a high standpoint, from being so grounded that people are like, whatever. Because I tend to see in black and white, because I'm so practical and pragmatic. So I have to kind of express myself where I can include other people and they kind of get where I'm coming from. So as long as you continue to do that, especially in your relationship, there's going to be forward movement. Leo represents outward expression of self. I don't know if you're an artist, if you're an artist, I would definitely work on, you're going to have an influx of creativity for the month of March. Okay. So much creativity. Get a journal, get a recorder, tape recorder, audio, I don't know, record the shit, write it down, whatever, but you're just going to have an influx of creative ideas, even if they're not for you, if they're for other people, and give them out. Don't be afraid to give them out. And like I said, don't be afraid to express yourself, your artistic ability. As far as a relationship is concerned, if you're single and you've been dating this person may be the one for you. I think you may want to look into commitment, right? If you're in a relationship and things have been kind of rocky, maybe somebody has stepped outside of the marriage or the relationship, maybe it was you. You've got to build that trust, and I definitely think that you can do it. If it was your significant other and you want to make it work, then you're going to have to express the things that you need from your partner to make this work. So overall, March is a very good month for you. Financially, there's going to be so much coming to you. Just and creative wise, there's going to be so many ideas, so many things that you can think of. Write them down, share them. They, like I said, they may not even be for you. They may be for other people as well. As far as work is concerned, everything is going to go great with work. Just continue to express yourself and continue to express yourself where you are relatable to people. And as long as you keep doing that, as long as you keep moving forward and being positive, you're going to harvest in the physical realm. We've got the corn here, he's harvesting. He's definitely harvesting, okay? So that concludes my reading for Aquarius for March. All right, it's somebody's birthday season. Pisces, it's your birthday season, and you know what that means. I get to sing to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Pisces. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Pisces season. And I already had some cards fall out. Well, a card. Let's see what the birthday Pisces got going on. 4 Cups. Ooh, Lord of Blended Pleasure. This is really speaking from a relationship perspective, emotionally. Not only from a relationship perspective, but from a personal perspective, from inner healing, emotional healing, and things that have happened to you. You've been internalizing. In Pisces, you do that a lot. You really internalize. You really don't say how you feel until you're fed up, and then you fucking spaz, and then everybody's looking at you like, whoa, this person's crazy. But that's because you don't speak your mind when things happen. You just allow people to pile and pile and pile on you until you can't take anymore, and then you fucking spaz. Pisces, we got to work on this. This is your birthday month. Don't let nobody take advantage of you. I don't care who it is. Mother, father, sister, brother, significant other, child. Stop allowing things to pile on. And then when you feel like, you know, the last straw is going to break your back, then you want to lash out at everybody. Okay, first of all, you need to learn how to express your emotions when it happens. If somebody does something that you don't like, you speak on it right then and there. Nip it in the bud. Don't allow people to do things to you, and then you get mad. You really can't get mad because you're allowing it. People run over you. People take advantage of you because you allow it, Pisces. I'm pretty sure if you spoke up and set boundaries and limits, half the things that people did to you, they would not do. You also enable people because you don't speak up. You allow people to do things that are detrimental to them because you enable, for whatever reason. You're scared to stop them. I don't know why you're an enabler, but you are. And so that has to stop, especially for people that you care about. If you really care about somebody, you're not going to continue to let them do something until they're dead, or they're overdosed on drugs, or they've hurt themselves, or they fucked up in school. When you see somebody doing something that's detrimental to themselves, you pull them aside and you say something right away. Not at the last minute until it's too late. So that's not helping. That's enabling. So number one, you have to understand that you cannot enable anybody. If you love that person, you're going to call them on their shit. And if they love you, they understand, and they're going to listen. Okay? If they lash out, then it is what it is. But you need to speak it. And I bet you they'll come back and say, you know what? You were right. And I respect that you actually said something to me. All right? Now, as far as people taking advantage of you, like I said, you need to speak up. You need to speak up and stop allowing people to do things to you, because the only reason why they're doing it is because they can, and because you won't say anything, right? As far as relationship is concerned, I feel like you're bored in your relationship. And once again, you won't speak up on it. You just are just getting by, just living, you know, and you're not really happy inside, and you fake it. And that's not right to yourself, and it's not right to the other person. All right, when you love somebody, you speak truth, whether it hurts or not. The truth hurts, but guess what? Lies and not saying anything hurts even more. If you love your partner, you're going to pull them to the side, and you're going to have a serious conversation about the things that need to be worked on in the relationship. I'm bored. There's no passion. We don't do this anymore. We used to do this, but we don't do that. Don't be afraid to say these things. Not only that, you're losing passion in your job. You want to do something new. You want to do something different, and you just can't find the momentum to make a change, okay? Only you can change the boredom and the stagnation that you feel right now in your life. Nobody else can do it but you. When you want to make that decision to not be in a place of melancholy or stagnation or boredom, then the universe will start working to align things and opportunities to open up for you. But number one, you have to acknowledge that, and you have a hard time. You're like an ostrich. You put your head in the sand, okay? So let's work on expressing ourselves. Let's work on being happy. You don't have to accept your life for what it is right now. The older you get, you know, we don't know when we're going to die, and we don't need to spend our life not speaking up on things and allowing people to use us, allowing us to watch people that we love hurt themselves because we're afraid to say something, because we're afraid they're going to get upset at us. Speak your truth. And I assure you, people will love you even more for that. Okay? Alrighty. So this concludes my reading for all 12 zodiac signs. Like I said, I decided to put them all together. I will be working on timestamps so that each zodiac sign can go to their initial section. Unless you just feel like watching the whole video, it's fine with me, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to close out with my wonderful bowl that I just love so much. Ever since I bought this bowl, I use it day and night for meditation, for focus. It's really changing me in like a weird kind of way. I never thought that a bowl would like bring me so much peace and serenity. And like I said, it even helped me get better with my sickness. Like the louder I would get this thing, like I said, I was just coughing up mucus. So it actually helped me get better, right? I hope everybody got the guidance that they needed from my readings. I hope I was able to assist everybody. I hope I was able to bring you the confirmation that you needed, that you probably already knew, but my reading probably provided the confirmation. Peace and tranquility. I love that thing. Alrighty. So this concludes my video for all the zodiac signs for March of 2019. Let me know what you think. Talk to me. You guys have been talking to me lately, and I highly appreciate the feedback, the comments that I've been getting. I love you all so much. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for everybody who has subscribed to my channel. You guys are I'm so filled with gratitude. My numbers keep growing slowly but surely, so that's letting me know that you guys are liking the content. And what else can I say? Oh, make sure that you check my description. Of course, I've got my GoFundMe for my daughter, who's going on her trip, and then also my Patreon account. Check that out too, okay? So I will talk to you guys later. Toodles.